Welcome, in front of me is a ULEFONE Note 8P, and today I'll show you a couple tweaks and tricks you can do on this device. So, starting off, we're going to begin with the dark mode, which you can simply access by going into the settings under the display section. And from here you'll have the toggle. Whoops. So once you tap on it, it will instantly turn on the dark mode, and as you can see, there it is. That also will include default applications, or maybe not all of them apparently. There we go, so there is contacts, which is supported, messages should be as well, browser, settings, and so on. Now, not every application will be supported by this, but still, at least the ones that come preloaded from Google will be supported by it. And I will also mention one thing, on the camera it looks almost, well, like the background here is black, which is not the case. It's more of a dark gray, which I believe just the way the camera is set up, it looks a little bit darker than it actually is. So anyway, moving on to the next option, it's going to be the SOS, which I believe is somewhere. Here we go, emergency rescue. So what you can do is set it up, and what it will do is once you hold volume up and volume down at the same time for 3 seconds, it will automatically send a message to whatever contact you have selected, basically notifying you that you're in distress or whatever the reason might be here. So you can basically go set up here, also select the message that you want to send. So there we go. And moving on to the next option, it's going to be the gesture navigation. Now by default the phone comes with gestures overly enabled, so if you like them, that's completely fine, but for people that didn't really get used to them and never use them, or just for some reason don't like them, you can simply disable them by going to the system section, then gestures and system navigation. And as you can see, you also have the 3-button navigation to bring back the buttons at the bottom. And there we go. Now moving on to the next option, this is going to be one a little bit tricky to enable, but it's the animation speed. Now overally on devices like this, which aren't the fastest, reducing the animation speed is, in my opinion, a decent option. It will reduce the speed, or increase the speed of the animation, or also have the option to completely remove them, which thus will kind of remove some of the strain that is put on the device. So without animations, it will need to animate, it will just automatically open up, which might cause the phone to actually open up applications quicker than it would normally do. And overall, with shorter animation speed or animation that you have for applications, as an example, when you do this, as you can see, it just zooms out. Without animation, once you pop the button, it automatically just snaps into this as quick as it can. So for instance, you can be instantly here, click on it, and then without any kind of animation, you're instantly in here. So anyway, to double with the animation speed, we're gonna go into settings. I'm gonna quickly check, because sometimes there is a quick option in the accessibility, so I want to check if that is the case here. And we do have remove animations right here, so if you want to remove them, as you will see, that's basically the effect of them, of removing animations. Now if you want to shorten them, which I guess it's also a viable option, you'll need to go a little bit into a deeper settings. So just disable this and show you where you can access it. So we'll need to start off by going into the system section, then we're gonna select, actually my bad, not here, about phone. And from here we're looking for build number, which is right at the bottom. Start tapping on that about 7 times, and this will give you the pop-up that you are now a developer. And if you go back into the system, you should now see developer options as an option here. As you've seen before, we've ended somewhere here. Now we have some additional options, and in the developer options, once you scroll down a little bit past halfway, you will find these options right here: window animation scale, transition animation scale, and animation duration scale. Now default 1x as the typical normal speed. If I had the other option enabled, the remove animation, it would have been set to off. But as you can see, there's also an option between that to be half speed, meaning that whatever you do is now significantly quicker than it was before. So you have choices here, pick whichever one you want. Now anything above 1, so 1.5, 2, 5, 10 will be making the animations longer, so you'll be stuck in the animation for way longer than you might want to. As an example, window animation scale is this window right here, and if I make it to ×10, you can see that it is now taking forever to actually turn on. So now moving on to the last option that I wanted to show you. It's going to be also gestures, but a little bit different ones than the navigation. So let's find them here, gesture settings, and you will have wake gestures, which once enabled, you will have, there we go, you'll have a couple options to do so. We have things like double click, wake up light, basically turn on flashlight. Slide up will unlock the device, obviously. Then we have draw a camera on, or draw a C on the screen to open up camera, E to open up browser, and so on. Now you can customize them, what it opens up if you want to change that up, as you can see. So anyway, let's see. So have, I think the phone needs to be locked. Yep, there we go. And there's the camera. Now additionally, what was there? Double tap for flashlights, so as you can see right now, and or disabled. No. Oh, this is the wake up gesture, so my bad. Let me see what the other one was. So, ooh, maybe that's what it meant. Wake up light doesn't turn the display on, which not very greatly described. Let's see. So obviously I can probably, for instance, download some kind of application if you can't select things like flashlight here, but there we go, we do have one. So now under C I have flashlight, so oh. Well, that's not very quick, but well, I guess it works anyway. So anyway, this would conclude all the tweaks and tricks I want to share with you, and if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.